Amanda from the Homestead Quest here, and today I have a really busy day. It is a food prep day. I have a lot of fruits and vegetables that I need to prep and process. I have to prep a little bit of our dinner tonight. I'm just gonna grate some cheese and prepare the taco meat so that we have that ready when we get back from Ezra's dance class, which kind of falls like right when I'd be making dinner, and I come back right when we would be eating. So I'm going to try and get as much of that done as I can. I have a bunch of avocados that were in my fridge that were getting neglected. We've had a really busy week and they're still good, but they're kind of getting to the point to where they're getting close to not being good. So I'm actually just gonna make a bunch of guacamole. So for dinner tonight, I'm actually making something that my husband's mom made for him growing up and still makes for us sometimes. It's called taco rice, which is just essentially a Mexican dish. It's taco meat, Mexican rice, tortilla chips or taco shells, and you kind of just put it together as like a taco salad almost. So I figured since we're going to be doing that, it would be perfect to make guacamole with all the leftover avocados that I didn't get to. And then staying in that Mexican style theme, my daughter Ezra actually has a subscription box to Radish. And it's just like a monthly cooking subscription that you can get for your kids. And there was this one recipe in there that I noticed called Cowboy Caviar. And it's, beans, corn, spices, and that falls into the kind of Mexican theme of tonight's dinner. So we're gonna make that as well. And I'll actually have Ezra come in and help me with that when it's time. We are not affiliated with Radish. They're not paying me to feature them in this video. It's just a subscription box that we use and like for our daughter Ezra. Oh, and I also have some eggs here that I want to get hard boiled. And the water on the stovetop is actually just about at boiling point, so I'm going to take these eggs over. So the chickens have been free roaming since it's been so hot outside. We've just been putting out multiple waters and there's way more shade for them to find out here. So I went into the box and noticed obviously they hadn't laid any eggs, but so they've been hunkering down and laying eggs behind this rose bush, so we're gonna get them. Okay, get them, Ez. It's gonna be easier for you to get in there than me, that's for sure. It is shameful back here, you guys. I really need a landscape. Thanks, Ez. I know that that's a pain in the butt. Ooh, you okay? One last egg. Good job. Okay, don't touch your face or anything. And also, if we have time, I'm going to make my husband more sun tea as well. We've been running through that really quick. It's been so hot here. So yeah, guys, if you have time, come along with me and we will get to it. Hey guys, also before I get going on this prep video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And while you're at it, go ahead and click that notification bell. It will alert you anytime I upload a new video. Alright, so I have my eggs boiling in some water. So we have about 11 minutes for that to be done. And I figured we would get started chopping up the fruit. So I hope everybody's having a great week. We've had a pretty crazy last couple weeks actually. We've been so busy and it's been a lot of fun. We've been to Silverwood twice this week, which was a lot of fun but crazy, and it was super hot. We had the cousins over for a couple days in a row. And my daughter had a lot of fun with that. We have our pool in the backyard, so they got to splash around. So they had a lot of fun together, and we were outside a lot, and then we had family come into town. And Spokane has gotten hit with a nasty heat wave. It's been in the hundreds plus. So we've been doing a lot of water activities. So that's been good, but even at that, it's like hard to stay cool out there when it's that dang hot. And luckily enough, my garden really hasn't suffered for it. I do night watering when I'm out in the garden, and this is the first year that I've done it consistently and haven't broken the rule of watering at night. And I've noticed such a difference in the garden. It It gives the plants overnight to hydrate and to soak in that moisture. And if you're watering even early in the morning before a really hot day, a lot of that's going to evaporate before your plants can absorb that water. So I night water, and even though it's been 100 plus, I've noticed that my plants really haven't been struggling during the day. And last year we had a similar heat wave, except for it was even hotter. I think that temperatures got to like 109 degrees for the first time ever in Spokane history. And Spokane is eastern Washington, for those of you who don't know. So Washington in general isn't like a really hot state, but it can get really hot in the summer. And it's just, yeah, crazy that it's been reaching such high heats in the summers, the last couple summers. So guys, we finally finished Stranger Things. I guess I was wrong about there being a part 1 and part 2. I don't know where I heard that, but I definitely believed it. Now I'm bummed out that there isn't a part 2. I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't finished, but my new favorite character is definitely Eddie Munson. And my husband really kind of likes his character too. I think mostly because he plays that Metallica song in that one part. I won't spoil it if I have people on here who haven't seen it yet, but it's been out for a while, so get on it and watch it. But yeah, that was a fun series to watch. And it did kind of impress me because I don't remember, I'd have to go rewatch the series, but I don't think I enjoyed last season as much as this one. Okay, so we've chopped up our watermelon, our strawberries, our hard-boiled eggs are finished in an ice bath in the sink. So I think we'll get on with cutting up this guy next. It'll just be nice to be able to get in the fridge and have pre-cut fruit and vegetables just ready to go in my Tupperware with how hot it's been this week. And I notice things don't go bad as easily that way because they're already prepped and ready to go, so you go ahead and eat them right away. I'm just putting like the extra waste from the fruits and vegetables in this bowl here because I'm going to feed it to the chickens, which I know they'll appreciate on this hot day. And here's my fruit, cut up and ready to go. So now I'm just going to put the lid on it and put it in the fridge, and we can eat out of this for the rest of the week. Geez guys, I almost forgot the pineapple. Can't forget that. I just went outside and gave the chickens the other fruit scraps, and they were just running for it, man. It's hot out there. Not nearly as bad as it's been. We've been getting excessive heat warnings, and today was the first day in like the last week that we don't have an excessive heat warning. So it's hot, but it's not terrible like it's been. And since it's been so hot, I made my chickens these little like cornsicles that I put in like muffin tins, and I froze them. And the chickens love them, so I'm gonna run outside and give them more of these also. Alright, now the fruit is done. Can't believe I almost forgot the pineapple. I forgot to mention in my intro that I'm also going to be doing a simmer pot. This one is more of a fall simmer pot. It has apples, oranges, a little bit of vanilla extract, and cinnamon. I do a whole cinnamon stick in there. But essentially, a simmer pot is just for its aromatics. You boil fruit and other herbs together, and it makes your house smell wonderful. And I just have a problem with candles. For some reason, almost anytime I am around a candle or burn a candle in my house, no matter how good it smells, it gives me a headache. And I don't know if it's what's put into the candles. I don't know if I've ever tried an organic candle or if that would make a difference. I've also noticed that like essential oils and those little vaporizers those can kind of bug me too. But whenever I do a simmer pot, it doesn't hurt my head at all, and it makes the house smell wonderful. And we're doing one today because I have been top to bottom cleaning this house the last couple of days. Our youngest kitty, Grogu, he's a male who's about 1 year old, and he, this last week, out of nowhere, has started to like spray and mark the house, which we cannot have. That was one of the biggest things when we decided to get cats, was we did not want this house to smell like litter. We didn't want it to smell like pee, and for the longest time, up until this week, it did not. We have, my husband insisted on buying one of these litter robots, and it's just like, it's like kitty litter in a dome, and the cats use it, and then the litter robot senses when it walks out, and then it like rotates and empties the litter box without you, and all you have to do is open the back and pull out a bag, and it keeps everything contained. It's really easy. My husband has considered even getting a second one. We only have the 2 cats, but having a second one, you know, cats are super territorial. Sometimes they don't get along, and if you have more than 2 cats, you for sure would need more than one. But anyways, we're very serious about the house smelling nice and things not getting ruined for cat pee. So yeah, I'm gonna be boiling this. I've been disinfecting and cleaning, and then also yesterday I made the appointment for Grogu to go get fixed, so that he'll stop marking this house, because we cannot have that. Like, that is just beyond what we're willing to deal with. So yeah, the little guy, he needed an appointment anyways. We've been meaning to get it done, but this was just the extra push we needed to get that done now. So that is gross. So anyways, the simmer pot, I do apples, oranges, a cinnamon stick, a little bit of vanilla, and then I fill it with water and make sure all of the fruit is submerged. And then you bring that to a boil, and once it's at a boil, you reduce to a simmer, and it will make your house smell good all day long. All you have to do is continue to add water as it starts to cook down, and it's just a really good way to keep your house smelling nice. I would use apples and oranges and fruits that, you know, you're maybe not going to get to in time, so that you're not, you know, wasting like fresh fruit. Today I did use fresh fruit, but because I was desperate for this place to smell better. It doesn't smell horrible because I've been cleaning, but I just feel like I need to do that extra layer to make sure that it is smelling nice and fresh in here. I'm actually going to add 3 cinnamon sticks. And ooh, that already smells good, and it's not been boiling yet. This is a favorite of mine in October. It's beautiful smelling in the fall. It gives you all of those aromatics and feelings of fall. It actually almost gets me excited for fall, although like a 6-month winter follows after fall here in this state. But then a little splash of vanilla extract, and then we fill it up. This is what it should look like before you put it on the stovetop. So the simmer pot is on the stovetop. I'm waiting for that to boil. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the vegetables. I'm just gonna chop up some cucumber here. Oh. Alright guys, so now I'm going to prep Ezra's cowboy caviar. I'm just gonna get the vegetables all chopped up before we get this going. She is a good little chef. She can make a lot of things on her own, but I'm not really at the point where I'm letting her like use knives yet. So we're gonna chop up this red pepper and this yellow pepper, and we'll remove the seeds in the rib. Alright, so that was the red pepper. We're going to go in on the yellow one now. Alright, so I have the peppers chopped up. Now it's time to move on to the red onion. Now on to our tomatoes. This recipe also calls for some chopped cilantro, and I'm just going to chop all of this because we're going to need it for the guacamole that we'll be making after the cowboy caviar. So I'm just going to chop up the whole thing. Ooh, I love the smell of fresh cilantro. Alright, so that's good, we're ready with that. Ooh, I need the garlic. This silly recipe telling me 1 clove of garlic as if I'm only going to do 1 clove of garlic. We'll do 3 big ones. Now I'm just getting my canned black beans and black-eyed peas ready. I'm going to take them out of their cans and strain them. And then I think we'll be ready to have Ezra come in here and make this. Alright guys, I think I have everything prepped for Ezra's cowboy caviar. Yep, it's all ready to go, so I'm going to call her in here. Ezzy! You ready to make your cowboy caviar? She's been really excited to help in this video, guys, and to cook something for y'all. Can you say hey everyone?
Hey everyone.
Alright, so what are we making today, Ezra?
Cowboy caviar.
Cowboy caviar? Alright, so I cut everything up for you. So the first thing we need to do is make it looks like there's like a vinaigrette that we have to make. So we're going to start with the white wine vinegar.
I don't see it.
It's clear.
I think I smell this.
That's cilantro.
I think I smell it.
Alright, we need 3 tablespoons of the white wine vinegar. Do you want me to pour it or do you want to hold this? Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3. Good job. I know, it smells kind of. And then the sugar.
Smells disgusting.
The vinegar smells disgusting. Alright. And then it's 1/4 teaspoon of sugar that we're going to put in that. There you go. Alright, put it in. Good job. Alright, and then now we're going to add chili powder. Just drop it in, it's fine. Good job. Oh, we need olive oil. Alright. This is 1/4 cup. Do you want to pour that in there?
Yeah. All the way to the top.
All the way to the top, yeah. I should have just taken that off of those. Alright, what else we got? Now,
Now the chips are last.
the chips are last. She wants y'all to remember the chips are last. It's the last step.
So after
There's your salt. Put it in.
that.
Alright, and then just do some cranks of pepper in there. I'm kind of eyeballing it with the salt and pepper, but it's okay. Alright, whisk up that vinaigrette. Like this. You can try it. Ooh, that is good actually. I'm surprised it doesn't call for any lime juice though. I think we're gonna go, well honey, it has to be put together, it's not done yet. I think we're gonna go a little rogue and add a little bit of lime to this. I just think it needs a little bit of acid in there to really hit it off.
Beans.
Yep, add your beans. Add about half. I don't think we'll need all of that. Add it in. Yeah, we'll just add it all. And your peppers.
Peppers.
Yep. We'll use clear bowl as a serving bowl and we'll mix that in here. Alright, so now add your tomatoes and onions. I'm gonna add all the onions. Oh, alright. Corn.
Smells good.
Yeah, corn. All of it. You can do. I can smell it, baby girl. You put it in. I should have drained that part a little better. Take a big handful of cilantro and just throw it in there. Oh, maybe not that big. Here. Like that much right there. Good job. Throw it in. Mix it up.
Good.
You like it? Alright guys, here is Ezra's beautiful cowboy caviar. Good job, honey.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Alright guys, so Ezra is set up in the other room now with a movie and she's actually eating some of this cowboy caviar. And she really likes it. I wasn't really sure whether she would or not. That's kind of one fun thing about the subscription too, is it sends out recipes that might seem a little grown up for kids, but I think it's to help them to expand their palate, and she's in there eating this, so we're gonna wrap it up and it will go perfectly as a side with our taco rice later tonight, so that's done now too. Now I have my hard-boiled eggs cooled off and dried off and they're ready to go in the fridge, so we have made some progress there. Okay guys, so now we're gonna move on to the guacamole. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the cilantro in the dish that I'll be mixing it together with, since it's all gonna be mixed together anyways. We add our lime. Alright, so now I'm going to add salt, pepper, garlic powder, a few dashes of tapatio or your favorite hot sauce. And then we take a fork and mash it up and mix it together. Here's the finished guacamole. I'm gonna cover it up with saran wrap and put it in the fridge. All right, guys, I'm gonna start grating some cheese now for the taco rice leader. I used to be big on buying pre-grated cheese, like the Tillamook brand actually, but we eat a lot of grated cheese and it's been getting really expensive. I'm sure you guys are noticing just as much as me how crazy expensive it is at the grocery store anymore to get anything. So I have resorted to grating my own cheese, which is really not that big of a deal. We kind of forget about the luxuries we have, I think. Now for the fun part, I'm going to start grating this. And then I'll bag it up. What's cool about this grater is that it's already contained, so once I'm done, I'll just put it in the fridge and let it sit there until it is time for dinner. I need one of those food processors. I know that would make this process go a lot quicker. At least it's a good arm workout. Alright, she's done. Alright guys, I'm kind of fighting the clock as far as getting Ezra to dance, but my last thing I'm going to do before we go is I'm going to start our taco meat for taco rice tonight. I'm going to get it cooked and then put it on low and cover it, and then it will still be good by the time we get back, and then I will make the rice then, and then honestly, everything else has been done, so that's going to make dinner really quick and easy. Get this started. Alright guys, so I still have a little bit of time before I have to have Ezra at the dance studio. So I'm going to quickly get the sun tea situated and put outside. And it will be done in just a couple of hours. Alright, now I'm going to put this outside. It will steep in the sun. Here's the simmer pot simmering away, and it smells so good, but I have to take my daughter to dance, so I'm going to put this to low. And then the taco meat is also finished, so I'm going to put that to the back burner, put it on low as well, and then cover it, and it will be good to go when we get back, and all I'll have to do is make the rice. Ezzy, you ready for dance?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go. Alright guys, we just got back from Ezra's dance class, and I'm going to do the rice now. I'm just doing Mexican style rice-a-roni. You start off with 2 tablespoons of butter in the pan, and then you brown the rice, add the water, and cover, and then it's done. So we're gonna get that going now. Ah! Alright guys, dinner time. Taco meat is finished. And then there's the rice. And then our cowboy caviar that Ezra made with me. Our fruit, chips, cheese, and guacamole. It's time to dig in. Taco rice. Alright everyone, that is it for me today. I've gotten pretty much everything that I needed done, and I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me today and just hanging out during my vlog. And I actually still have to get outside. I'm going to film a Homestead Quest video and do a garden tour and fertilize my plants tonight. So I better hurry up and get out there because now I'm about to be fighting the sunlight. But I'm happy to do it in the evening because it's getting hot early and just too hot during the day to do this. So I'm going to go out there and get that started. But again, thank you guys so much for watching today. My name's Amanda and this is the Homestead Quest.